Welcome to Basic Embedded Systems Training. In this session, we will cover 8051 Assembly Language Programming. The first program is 16-bit addition. So the aim is to perform 16-bit addition by using 8051 microcontroller with assembly language. So before going to write any program, we need what are the inputs and what are the outputs, where these inputs are available and where these outputs are going to store. So these uh, things are required, then only you can write a program easily. Assume that these are the two 16-bit numbers we are going to perform addition operation. The first 16-bit number is 9A8C. So it is one 16-bit number. And second 16-bit number is A9D8. It is second 16-bit number. So to perform addition of these two numbers, so we are using indirect addressing mode and direct addressing mode also. So in these cases for this program, so few assumptions here. The first one, assume that 8C is the value, first input, lower 8 bits is loaded into 50H memory location. And second 8-bit called as higher order for first input is loaded into 51H memory location. So these are the assumptions. Assume that the first 16-bit value is available on 50th memory location and 51 memory location. And second 16-bit value is available on 52H memory location and 53H memory location. So that these four values are available on 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay, the lower orders are 50. First input lower order is 50H. Second input lower order is 52H. And third is first input higher order is 51H. And the fourth one is second input higher order at 53H. Okay, the first one we know that perform lower orders addition. So here no need to write add with carry, simply by first addition so that you can use addition instruction. So perform addition operation. So C is nothing but 12 in decimal plus 8, 20 in decimal. That can be represented in hexadecimal. 20 can be represented as a 16 plus 4. So 16 is propagated and then 4 here result. So 4. And next one, D is 13, 1, 14. 14 plus this 8 is nothing but 22. So 22 can be written as a 16 plus 6. So 22 can be written as a 16 plus 6. So 16 is propagated. Here 1 indicates that 16. So because it is a base 16 hexadecimal. So next one is 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus A is nothing but again 10. 10 plus 10 is nothing but 20. 20 can be written as a 16 plus 4. The 1 is propagated. That indicates 16 is propagated. And here result is 4. So now here 1 plus A is nothing but again 10, 11. 11 plus 9, 20. So 20 can be written as a 60 plus 4. 16 is nothing but 1 and 4 here. So the result is 64H lower byte and next 44H higher byte, and 44H is nothing but not higher byte, it is a middle byte. And next carry is 1. 1 can be represented as an 8 bits 0, 1 H. It is called as a carry, otherwise higher order. So lower order result, middle order result, higher order results. So lower order is loaded into 54H and higher order, middle order is loaded into 55H and higher order is loaded into 56H. We are going to perform 16-bit addition. For that, we are taking input values from memory and then perform addition operation and store results into memory only. So this is our program, theoretical calculation. Okay. Now we will start our program. So to write this program, assembly language program, we require software, Keil software 2 or Keil software 3, which supports 8051 microcontroller. Okay, so with the help of this Keil software, you can write 8051 based programs and then simulate everything. So to write program, first we need to create project. So here, first step is open your Keil software. So after open, go to project, select new project, and path will be asking here. So that path is given. Desktop, you can take any path. So here I am assigning a folder at desktop, ALP with name, open. So in this, what is the file name? It is program. So that program is given. You can take any file name, any project name. Here program is given, then save. Again asking that what type of controller you selected for this project. So now it is 8051 microcontroller. So that Keil supports 8051 microcontroller. Alternate is Atmel 80ml, Atmel 80 Atmel 89C51. So here 89C51 is there. You can select. So 89C51. These are the features. 8051 based fully static 24 megahertz CMOS controller with 32 IO lines, 2 timers or counters, 6 interrupts, 2 priority levels, UART, 3 level program memory lock, 4 kilobytes flash memory, 128 bytes on chip RAM. All these are the features of 8051 microcontroller. So that here we are selecting Atmel. First one is Atmel and device name is 89C51. Okay, so that select OK. So copy standard 8051 startup code to project folder and add file to project S. So that gives the complete information about 8051 microcontroller. So here target is created in left side called as project workspace. So here if you expand this folder, source group is available. In this source group, one startup file is there. So this is called as a startup file. So this gives complete information about 8051 microcontroller. So after that, so that is called as accumulator area. Accumulator we discussed already. Accumulator is E0 and B register is F0 special function register. Stack pointer address is 81H, DPL is 82H, DPH is 83H. All these are available on this startup page. Okay, and next one. So we need to write program. We need one editor or notepad. Then go to file, close this one. Then go to file, select new folder. Select new folder. So right here program. Right here program. So already program is available here. I copy that program and explain later. Copy this program. So here paste this one. Don't worry, I will explain each and every line. Okay, this is program. Here, if you observe, it is not saved, so that all are with same color called as black colors. So go to file, select save, assign file name. It is addition add dot programming language is assembly language, so that given dot asm extension. If it is in embedded C, then you can extend dot C. It is a assembly language program, so that added dot asm save. Now here some colors are changes. These colors are addresses and this is labels. Okay, and next one, this file is saved in folder, not in project. So that we need to add this file to this project. Then here right click on source group, right click on source group, add files to source group 1. Add files to group source group 1. Then click in that asking file name. So here all types of file, you can select all types of files. Here add is there. Add is file name is add, and then add. After completion of this add selection, then automatically in left side project workspace file is added. Check it, that one. So file is added. So close this window. Okay. Now add is available. Add file is loaded into this project. Okay. And next one, first step is go to project, build target. That will check any errors or there or not. Build target. So here 0 errors, 3 warnings. So warnings no problem. So errors is 0. Sir, if any one error occur, what will happen? So assume that here R11 is given. Save. Go to project. First time build, second time rebuild. Here error at line number 4, undefined symbol. So that here again go to that particular line, remove that one, and next go to file, save, go to project, rebuild. Now errors 0. If any errors occurs, then go to selected file and then rectify that errors. Again go to file, save, go to project, rebuild target. So after completion of this building process, next step is debug. Here debug is there. Go to debug, start debug. Start debug. So running with code size limited to K because it is evaluation version. So that maximum code size is 2K. So whatever the program we are going to write it, that is less than 100 bytes only. Here maximum is 2K. So no problem. You can implement all project with this 2K only. Evaluation version also. Okay. So here debugging also completed. Next one is run. So again go to project. Sorry, go to debug and then run. If you select run, then total program run. Okay. You can select step by step. You can examine step by step also. But here, before going to execute this program, we need to pass inputs because we are writing program indirectly. That indicates that whatever the values available on memory location, that values are taken and then execute that values. Okay, clear? So here also same. The first step is load input values. Load input values. Okay, for that one, go to view, select memory window. Go to view, select memory window. So go to view, select memory window. Here memory window is selected. So we know that inputs and outputs are temporary. That is loaded into RAM only. So RAM here represented with the help of D. D indicates that data memory called as the RAM. Then what is the starting address? 50H. So that 50H. 50H. Address is 50H. Enter. So here D colon indicates that we are given starting address. Okay, so D colon 0x indicates that hexadecimal and 50H location contains 0, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Like that, all locations contains initially 0. Okay, so first one, assign inputs, otherwise load inputs in these locations. Double click on this 150th memory location. So already we discussed in a previous example. 50H is occupied with 8C. 50H is occupied with 8C. Okay. And 51 is loaded with, this one is first input lower order. And 51 is occupied with the first input higher order. So first input higher order is nothing but 9A. 9A. Already we calculated results for these inputs. And the second input lower order is D8. Second input higher order is A9. A9. So it is 80, 80, 81, 82, 83. Okay. And 84 is lower order results. 85 is middle order results. 89 is higher order results or carry flag. Okay. This is the order. So first inputs are assigned. Okay. So what is our aim? Take first lower order results 8C and D8, perform addition and store into 54H location, and take 9A and A9 with carry, perform addition, store into middle result. If any carry propagated, then store into next level called as 56H memory location. Okay, clear? So now the program start step by step. Okay, the first one is origin 00H. So an 8051 based microcontroller in programming, always after completion of reset, the program count all registers are initialized with 00s except the stack pointer. Stack pointer points to the address of 07H. But here program counter also initialized with all zeros. That indicates that program counter always points to the address of next executable instruction. Here next executable instruction is at 0th location. Then only program is executing. Otherwise program not executed, because after reset PC initialized with zeros. So that here also zeros. So that always write program origin at 00H. That indicates that start at 00H. And in 8051 based microcontroller, so for starting location 0, 1, 2 is reserved for program. After three locations, third location, it is reserved for interrupt. So that here we create within 3 bytes program completion is not possible. So that we create link. What is that link? Exempt main. Exempt main. So it is one link created. So that is written beyond 30H, because before that one is reserved. So we will complete this slide session, this in details in interrupt mechanisms. Okay. And next origin 50H. At origin 50H main program is written. So here origin 00H indicates that program start at 00 location, because after reset program counter initialized with 00. So that first instruction must be written at 00 location. But here 8051 0, 1, 2, these 3 locations only reserved for main program. After that interrupts are reserved. So that within 3 bytes program completion is not possible. So it requires more than 3 bytes for any program. So that here we create link within this 3 byte. Here SM to main, it is only 2 byte instruction, so that 2 locations are occupied. So automatically jump to main. So that main can be written beyond 30H. So that here starting address is again origin 50H. So that in 50H program is written as a main colon. So that this control transfer to this label 50H memory location. Okay, clear? And next one, first one here, taking some registers to perform these operations. The first one is move R1 comma hash 00H. Move R1 comma hash 00H. Sir, what is the need of R1? R1, which is used to increment the carries, which is used to what is that, find out the carry generated or not. So here simply called as a R1 is initialized for carry. So that here simply called as a higher order result. Okay, higher order result. So before that program initialize this R1 is 00. First step is initialization of R1. Okay. Okay, next step, move R0 comma hash 50H. Here R0, we are using register indirect addressing mode. In register indirect addressing mode, R0 and R1 DPT are only supported. So that here consider R0. So first value, what is the first value? 50H, that is first input lower order is loaded into 50H memory location. That 50H is loaded into R0. So R0 is nothing but first input lower order address is loaded into R0, and then move a comma at the rate of R0. So first step, we will execute step by step. The first one is SM to main, origin 00H, here SM to main, here step into is there, then click step into, then automatically transfer to the main program. So main program, move R1 comma 00H is there. Here R0 to R7 registers are there. A, B, stack pointer or DPTR program counter, all registers are available. PSW also available. So that step into. If you click on this step into, R1 is occupied with 0. Okay, R1 is occupied with 0. Okay, no problem. After that, move R0 comma hash 50H. So that after execution of this instruction, 50H value is loaded into R0. So that next step into. So R0 is occupied with 50H. Move a comma at the rate of R0. At the rate of R0 indicates that whatever the value available on R0, that one is treated as a address. The content available on this address memory location is copied into accumulator. So that 50H is loaded into R0, available on R0. Then location, whatever the value available on this 50H, what is the value available on 50H? 8C. 8C is copied into accumulator. After execution of this step, we expected that accumulator is occupied with the lower byte of first input, that is 8C. Check it. Okay, 8C is loaded into accumulator. Okay, then copy this 8C value into B register, so that after completion of next step, the 8C is copied into B register. Okay, 8C is copied into B register. Here move instruction, which is not perform move operation, which performs copy operation only. Okay, clear? And next, what is the second input? So second input is second input lower order. So that is called as a A9. A9 is copied into A register. So first one, R0 is initialized with the location of A9. A9 location is 50, 51, 52, 53. So that, sorry, 50, 51, and lower order is, lower order is D8. So D8 lower order. So after completion of this instruction, R0 occupies with 52. So R0 occupies with 52. Next step is move a comma at the rate of R0. Whatever the contents available on 52 called as D8 is copied into A register. So after completion of this move a comma at the rate of R0 instruction, we are expecting D8 value in accumulator. Okay, accumulator. Now perform addition between D8 and second one is 8C. So already we performed D8 and 8C. Result is 64, carry is 1. Result is 64. After completion of this addition operation, results is 64. That 64 is copied into accumulator and carry flag is set. So run this step. What's the results? 64. So 64 is copied into accumulator and carry is set. So here click PSW. So PSW, what is the carry flag? Carry flag equal to 1. Carry also set. Okay, no problem. And next one, this lower order must be loaded into location 54H. 54, 55, 56. These three locations are reserved for result. 54 occupies lower order. So that move R0 comma hash 54H. That indicates that after completion of this instruction, that lower order results memory location 54H is copied into R0. Execute that line, so that here we are expecting R0 equal to 54H. Then what's the value available on A accumulator? Previous results lower order is 64. 64 is available. That 64 is copied into 54 memory location. Here 54th memory location is 00. After execution of this instruction, this 54th memory location occupies with value 64H. Execute this instruction and verify here. So here 64 is added. Location 64 is, value 64 is copied into location 54H. And next step, higher order summation. So higher order is here 9A. So higher order is 9A. So 9A is copied, 9A is pointed by 51H. So that R0 equal to, R0 is initialized with 51H. After execution of this step, here 51H. The content available on this 51H is copied into accumulator. Content available on this 51H is 9A. So 9A is copied into here, so that after completion of this instruction, accumulator occupies with 9A. Okay, 9A is copied. So the same 9A is copied into B register. Okay, B register also copied with 9A. And second input higher order is available on 53H memory location called A9. So that 53H is assigned to the R0. So that after execution of this step, so that R0 is occupied with 53H. Okay, and next step, move A comma at the rate of R0. That indicates that the value available on this 53H. What is the value? 53H, A9. A9 is copied into accumulator after execution of this step. So that A9 is copied. And next, perform addition with carry. Already one carry is generated from previous addition. Now the instruction is addition with carry. It is second addition. So that second addition always previous addition carry is propagated. So that here second addition is performed. After completion of this addition, 9A plus A9 plus carry, the result is 44H and carry is 1. So after completion of this ADC A comma B, we are expecting 44 in accumulator, because always results is loaded into accumulator and carry flag generated. Okay, so results is 44 at accumulator. Check it carry flag. So in PSW, so carry flag is set. Carry flag is set. Okay, clear. So this result is called as a middle order result. It is loaded into 55H memory location. The previously 55H memory location is 00. Now this is occupied with 44 after this step execution. So that it is, here R0 is initialized with 55H, and next step, the value available on accumulator is called as a 44, that is copied into 55H memory location. So here 55H memory location is occupied with 44H value. And next one, so if any carry generated or not, jump if no carry, then go to next. If carry is not generated, then the result, higher order result is 0. Otherwise, in this case, this statement is failure because carry is generated. So that the statement is failure. Next, execute default statement. What is the next statement in sequence? Increment R1. Already R1 is initialized with 0 previously. Now increment R1, so called as a 0, 1. So 0, 1. So increment R1 is called as a 0, 1. And that 0, 1 is copied into location called as a 56H. Already R0 points to the 55H. So that again executes that step. The first step, J and C, next is failure. So that step over failure. Increment R1. R1 is already 0. Now R1 equal to 1. Okay, carry generator. And next step, R0 equal to 55. So we need results at 56H location, higher order result. So that increment that step. So 55 becomes 56H. And move at the rate of R0 comma 01H. So here at the rate of R0 comma, which supports only accumulator registers, R1 is not supported. So that directly R1 register is not supported. We know the address of R1. R1 address is 01H. So that you can specify indirectly. So move at the rate of R0 comma 01H. Here move at the rate of R0 comma accumulator is supported. A register is supported. But register to register is not supported, so that we are using 01H. So 01H is address of R1 register. So that after completion of this instruction, in this location, we can expect 01 at 56. Here it is 01. Then what is the result? 64 lower order, 44 middle order, 01 higher order. Okay, so that is our results. 64, 44, 01. They always the written mechanism in notebook and memory locations is reverse mechanism, because we started at MSB, sorry, what is the higher order to lower order, but whereas in memory location that stores from lower order to higher order. So that's why I'm also follows this architecture, this procedure only. So lower order is 64 and the middle order is 44, higher order is 01. Okay, so if you observe here, after completion of this instruction, so here program start at 00 starting memory location 00h. After that, S jump to 50h memory location. So before that, there is no instruction up to 50th memory location. So after 50th memory location, we return this program. So this is instruction move R1 comma hash 00h. So h is replaced with 0x. So internally, that instruction is a 2-byte instruction. That is nothing but 79 is result for this instruction. It is mission code for this instruction. 00 value is 4. It is a 2-byte instruction that occupies in 50 and 51h. And next instruction in 52, next 54, next 55. Okay, so this is assembly language, and this one is this code is called as a mission language, like 7900, 78, 850, E6, F5, F0. This is mission language. Okay. So this is about 8051 microcontroller assembly language program, one simple program, 16-bit addition.